words, so if it's a one-word bitch, you have no chance. The winner is Lochnaman Now. Brood Bitch of the Year, folks. There can only be one winner, and the Stud Dog of the Year for 2013 is, well, it begins with a H, and it's Headbound, 3 in a row. And the Sprinter of the Year is Knockglass Billy. The Marathon Dog of the Year, or Bitch of the Year, whichever. 2 bitches, 1 dog in contention. It is a bitch, and the name of the winner is Shanless Becking. For the Special Merit Award, and this annual award was introduced to honour those who have given extraordinary service to the Irish greyhound industry. And this year's recipient, well, shall I say, he justifies that particular qualification in the highest manner. Few can have been so intimately involved in a greyhound track for virtually all his life than Mr. Thurles himself, Kevin Dwan. Brilliant early pace performance claimed the major end-of-season competition in a style that set him up as the winter favourite in many lists for both the English and Irish derbies this year. He's now in England being prepared for the English derby, but will hopefully be back with Graham Holland when it comes to Irish derby time, when he will start bringing the crowds back in again to Shelbourne Park to see him in action. Ladies and gentlemen, the newcomer of the year, Siderian Blaze. Of the year, Lochnaman Bridie. The Dog of the Year 2012 is Slippery Robert.
Unbelievable honour. You can't believe it, you know what I mean? I've only trained dogs 5 years, and for my first time here, first time had a dog in the Derby final, everything's after falling into place. It's great, it's brilliant.
He's a tremendous servant, Slippery Robert. He gave you a great year.
Oh, and he started off the year, he won the Joe Dunn, and he was going well in Limerick until he got to the semi-final and he fell, and then he picked up a bit of an injury and we nursed him back, and he came back then for the Derby and he won the Derby. So he's a dog that put me on the map. It's as simple as that. Fingers crossed, and if he's right, he'll be the Derby, and if he's not, he'll be the Stud.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our latest Hall of Fame inductee, Father Dan Green, away in Florida at the moment, trying to look after his diabetes and other ailments, but here to represent him today, we have his brother Tom. So Tom, would you come forward please and accept the trophy on behalf of Father Dan. From Listowel in County Kerry to Broward County in the state of Florida, but it was the journey taken by our second inductee. What an amazing coincidence that 2 men that left Ireland as freshly ordained Catholic priests to look after the spiritual welfare of American people should both become legends in the world of greyhound racing, and that they should both be honoured on this same day here in Athlone. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, unfortunately Brian Dalton cannot be with us today, but as his sister Mona comes forward to accept the trophy on his behalf, let us show our appreciation for all this man from Listowel has done for the sport of greyhound racing in this country and in America also. Normally the end, but when the selectors met to consider the nominees for these various awards, they were of the opinion that there's too much confusion regarding the Dog and Bitch of the Year awards. There is a perception out there that the Dog of the Year is simply that. the outstanding greyhound. But that simply hasn't been the case, as there have been 2 dogs of the year, namely the dog of the year, meaning the male of the year, and the bitch of the year, which of course catered for the best female. So the selection committee conveyed their opinion back to the members of Bornagon to consider an introduction next year of an overall reward. And the board warmly accepted the recommendation, but made one amendment. The amendment was to introduce the Supreme Greyhound of the Year with immediate effect. And so the shrewdies among you will notice, oh no, it was hidden, that one trophy hasn't been handed out. And that is the final award to present the Supreme Greyhound of 2013. And the successor, it's many years now since we've had a Supreme Greyhound in Ireland, since the Bitch Award was brought in. And the name of that greyhound happens to be a lassie called Lochnaman Bridie.
Well, Paul, you had a Dog of the Year previously, Late Show. Now you're back again, this time with Supreme Greyhound of the Year and Bitch of the Year this time.
It's a very hugely special award. When you just mentioned the Late Show, it just goes to show the calibre of animal you need to have. And I suppose, you know, comparing one with one, the Late would have met his match with Lochnaman Bridie. I mean, she's been absolutely incredible since we got her. And the amount of improvement that she just came with her own age as she came through was just unbelievable. She ran in 5 Group 1 competitions in the last year and a half. She won 4 of them, was second in the other. And for pure determination and will to please, or will to do her best, she's just unbelievable.